So as I think you guys can hear and see, at least I hope anyhow, raining pretty good today. It's supposed to be kind of rainy and stormy all day today. So I'm going to be in the shop monkeying around, but not really good at videoing weather. So something I've been up to is I put a set of skids on the new style mower for on the Pro 8. And I'm assuming there's nothing real screwed up with this mower, you know. That should be real easy to tell if I go down here and look at this. Is the drive turning when I spin that? Yep. Splines don't look stripped there or anything. Check out the couplers in the bag over the gear head. Just make sure one end's not stripped or something. Now I'm going to be all greasy. Come on, give me the coupler. Come on, I'm about ready to put the camera down. Give me the, there you go. So it all looks okay. But this is the piece you need to put that mower deck on. Without that, basically this is just a 4-bolt counterweight. So I'm going to get that bolted up, and then what I'm going to do is the mower that's on the Pro 8 is probably going to go off and go on the 59, and then perhaps I'll get the 59 running, and then at that point maybe I'll feel like coming back to this thing, and then maybe that left-hand deck off the 44 will go on it. Perhaps. You guys know how that goes. Perhaps. So I'll have to watch leaving the camera plugged in today in case the power surges. Just in case it gets some lightning strikes or something. Not thunder booming now, but it can be. So anyhow, I'm going to get this mower flipped down and get that put on. I'm debating about taking the front shield off. Doesn't really matter. I don't do a whole lot of brush hog work anymore, so it's nice when you remove the shields. You just have to bend them over a little bit, and then the blade will chop them off. If you have the shield on, then you really got to bend it over until it bends back up into the blade and cuts it. So that's why you see a lot of decks without the front shield, and I'm looking around, there's a deck shell there without them on. This one over here still has it on, so I know it was used on like lawn duty. I don't think I've ever had the mower off of that one, come to think of it, have I? I don't remember. Anyhow, that's what I'm up to, guys. It's a rainy Saturday, and just not going to be a whole lot going on. Can't be mowing. Well, I mean, I could be if I was a crazy fool, but try to keep my buffoonery level to my forgetfulness. So, still haven't moved any of these. I'm glad to come out here. Impact and a couple of ratchet wrenches are laying there. So when I started on that deck project outside, it took me a 5-minute ordeal turned into a 3-day broken bolt affair. I say that, but really I only worked on it maybe an hour every night. Which one is messed up? This one here is not the real bad one. It was this one over here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. Yeah, it's this one. I think you guys can see was actually so far over to this side. What I did was I drilled and tapped it bigger. I tapped it for 7/16, put a 7/16 bolt in there, cut it off, peened it over so it wouldn't spin, and then drilled down through it in the right location with it's still 5/16 yet. Both bolts on this side are 3/8 already. So put it back to 5/16 and see how it holds together. That's a good repair for stuff like that. A lot of you younger guys may not know about doing that, but if you hang around old school tractors enough and you happen to off-center drill a bolt in a piece of steel, you can fix it. Will it ever be 100% right? No. Will it be the best thing you could have done? Yep. Above, buy, or build a new set of skids, which I ought to get into doing that. I mean, flat bar, I could make a thing to bend them in the press. And then just, drill the holes in the right location. So anyhow, babbled on for extra 3 minutes, so I'm going to get the Pro 8 in the shop here somehow. I think I can kick this to the side enough and push it back and sidestep that in here. Maybe I'll monkey with the carb and stuff on it. I just haven't had time to really try and run it or anything. Just hasn't. The time just hasn't materialized around here. So, anyhow, back with you guys in a few. What I might do is switch the tires between the Pro 8 and the C10A, and then I can run chains on the C10A. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do a lot of serious mowing anymore like I used to. So, quit bullshitting. Be back with you guys in a bit. This can go in the junk pile, basically. I mean, the saucer part of it's decent. These new skids welded on, though. So I got a little sidetracked here watching Batman vs. Superman. So now I realize how the Avengers came to be. Walking back here for lunch, and I don't know if you guys can pick up on a color change there, but there is some dark looking clouds over there. Have I seen darker? Oh yeah, but it's supposed to be pretty wild today. So, alright, go eat lunch. Now the movie's done. Well, I'm walking back out here now. It's been probably about an hour and a half since I ate lunch. And just inside screwing off. Just so weird looking. I think you guys can tell it's darker that way. It is raining a little bit, trying not to get the camera wet, so back to the shop. Everything's greening up though with it being so warm now, which it's about time. Facebook memories told me I'd put the garden in this last week, a good bit, so not this year unless it dries out a good bit, somehow, some way. Yeah. So I figured some of you guys may find this interesting. It's a new style, what's considered a quick hitch deck, even though it's not quick hitch, still bolts and nuts, but the old style, the retrofit kit here. And the fellow that owned this, I don't know why he did this over the original. He has the original studs and everything for this. Well, I guess I do know why, because to put the retrofit kit on you need 4 of these, and these are probably more expensive than all thread, so that makes sense. I didn't really think about that at first, because that's all the studs he had in this little coffee can of bolts he gave me. Whoop. Bolts, washers, you know, the whole 9 yards. And I really, bolts like that. I really don't have any plans to use a retrofit kit, and now to this day I actually have 2 of them. And I've actually sold them over the years. I've ended up with them, but not a quick hitch tractor. Alright, camera. There we go. I've ended up with them and not a quick hitch tractor. Now I have 2 quick hitches, both on 8 horsepower. Is this Pro 8 and the 5240. Kind of gotta watch going over here because I am watching movies. But the old style quick hitch, you can tell this one has all 4 studs in it. So, and this one over here has all these in it, which is something different. So, what I'm going to do when I take this off is I'm going to take these all-thread studs out one at a time. And this was actually what I worked on at work. I worked on the brake and the clutch on the back of the quick hitch on this and adjusted it whenever it was in for work and got it running. From what I remember, I cleaned the points from what I remember years ago. But anyhow, I'm going to do that. I'm going to bolt it up this mower, and then that'll free up that mower to go on there perhaps, and that'll be at least good enough to get it running, and then we'll go from there. Haven't quite decided if I'm going to peel that tire chain off or peel the tire chain off of this and put on there too. I have a whole box of tire chains. You guys know you just acquire stuff over the years because you think you need it. You never know. So anyhow, let me get that going, and I'll come back and show you guys anything interesting. So pretty much what a retrofit kit adapter does is it has a splined gear in there. Push it out. I really don't want to get greasy, but pretty much it has a splined gear that goes on. It's the same output shaft that's in the riding tractors for the PTO. And basically the spline goes on there, and then the gear on the outside is like a dog gear off a walk behind tractor, and it engages into the back of the attachment clutches. So that's what a the retrofit kit does. Ah. So that's that. Then you can see what we got going on here. Oh, there you go. Now you can see what you got going on there. So I'm going to put the two studs up top. And then I'm going to put the two bolt ones on the bottom. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to put this baby on. So, here I go. Really wish it was easy for me to do like a time lapse or something, but it's not. So, alright guys, so got the deck mounted here. I think like everybody else, I'm curious to see what this deck sounds like, so I'll go mute the TV here and I'll throw you guys on the tripod and I'll show you guys this Pro 8. I haven't really showed you guys starting it or anything. I don't even know if I've showed you guys with the hood open. If I haven't showed you guys, there it is. I just dug a bunch of hay and stuff out around this left wheel, and these are very, very simple. I mean, the worst part about them is the electrical. And I think as most of you guys could tell, this one, all the electrical has been bypassed, more or less. So I don't know if I'm going to remove the electrical. If I'll put it back and get everything working, I don't know. It's one of them things. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Because I find the electrical annoying, but it's also a good idea. And I could make it so it's a machine if I wanted to let somebody use, I could. And that way, you know, they let go of the handlebars, it shuts off, blah, 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 blah. But it looks like up here they've completely, oh no, the switches are there. That one's there. That one's there too, so I could hook everything back up and just, I don't know if they're having trouble with the safeties and they just taped them over or what, because the PTO safety's unhooked. Everything like that. They're all unhooked, so I don't know if they're having trouble with it and maybe the module's bad. Because somewhere on this there is a relay. I don't know if this was the early style relay they did. Later on they went to the same relay that they use in the G series on these. There's the grounds. There's all the wiring for the handlebar safeties. There's a bunch that goes up there. And there's the kill wire. So basically if you have trouble with anything and you're out in the field, you just unhook this wire and you pull it over so it'll start and you drive it back to the shop and fix it. But that was a lot of people's fixes, was driving it back to unhooking that wire and never fixing it. So, you know, always something. So anyhow, let me throw you guys on the tripod, get the TV muted here, and I'll show you guys this Pro 8. And this brush hog, I'm curious to see what it sounds like. Anyhow, see if this thing cracks up a lick. I did have this running to drive it in here. Did I drive this in here before I went to lunch? After lunch? I don't remember. Gonna make a liar out of me. I noticed it's been dying under load. It either needs to carb adjusted or something. Like I said, it's got a few little quirks that need worked out with it. I really hope I'm in frame. I don't know. I've done some of these and I've been good, and other ones not. But it's a very decent machine overall. It's relatively clean. I mean, you know, it's got a few rust spots in the hood. There's about 4 or 5 of them that are noticeable size, and a couple smaller ones, a couple chips that got in it. But really, probably if you pressure wash this thing off and you took and buffed it, it would clean up fairly well. You're never gonna get the you know, the rust spots out of it, even on the deck and stuff. But overall, it's a very good condition unit. Well, except for all the electrical being unhooked and everything like that, which I mentioned. But in reality, it should be pretty decent. Maybe I'll get to using this a little bit this year. Like I said, this is a decent one. It seems like I've been ending up with a lot of non-Swifty units, which is okay by me because it's less moving parts, less to worry about breaking. More like the old school L's, which the old school L's never broke, hardly. So yeah, another nice unit to add to the collection. Much like the Kawasaki powered 5200. It's actually the exact same thing because they're both. This is a 6-lead transmission instead of the 8, which the Swifties had. So they're not as common, but they're good. They're slow enough speed to do a lot of things, and they're fast enough to do. Basically, they're the best you can get in both worlds without the Swifty. And my 5200 is the same way. Is my 5240 a Swifty? I think it's a Swifty. I think the 5240 is a Swiftmatic. So is my 526. All my C10As, commercial 12s, 566. 524 has a 2-speed diff. Yeah. So at this point, I've got a lot of Kohler powered stuff. Just acquired stuff over the years, right price, buy it. Same with this. It's kind of the wrong time in life with the COVID-19, which they call the coronavirus. You know, the whole nonsense going on right now in the world. So hopefully that'll all get out of here pretty quick. I know as of right now, make sure I'm in camera frame. We're gonna see. I'll switch over here to make sure. But as of right now, everything is kind of canceled up into May that I've seen. So that means no spring Brownsville, no spring swap meet. I'm trying to make sure I'm in camera frame and lean back here without falling. No Chambersburg. PA Plow Day was one. I don't think PA Plow Day's been officially canceled yet. Still, it is. What's today? Like March 28th. It hasn't been officially canceled, but I don't. Much like Hugh Pacific Drummer posted, don't have high hopes for that. Kind of assuming it's gonna be. But hopefully it's not. You know, who knows? Because obviously we went from good to bad in a matter of, what, a week, 2 weeks. So it's very possible we go from bad to good in 2 weeks. Who knows? So anyhow, local tractor club stuff all canceled. So pulling stuff is on hold. That was going to be a next saga we were going to be working with the club, was getting ground and stuff. So anyhow, kind of move from this and segue over to the 59 Li will hopefully be the next video, or maybe the block removal and stuff of the 52, which I haven't posted a video of working on it yet. I have most of a video of unsticking it done, and then I pulled the cylinder off and stuff, and I'm going to put that into that video. So there'll be a bunch of longer videos coming up here, so that's what I'm going to try and get done. And basically I'm sitting here on my ass talking to the camera, so I'm not getting anything done. I have been working the whole time through this. We got our waiver for work, and we've been working. I actually went from laid off to full-time again during this. So yeah, just just gonna keep on moving, keep on doing what I can do, and try to keep some videos going for you guys sitting at home that can't get out and do anything. I'm definitely spoiled, living on 4¼ acres here, so there's plenty I can do. Tons of tractors. The only time I go out is for lunch at work. That is it. Otherwise, I'm inside at work and everything, working, trying to be. And I went to Tractor Supply last night for a couple things. I need some blaster, some cleaner, and some map gas bottle for my torch. And otherwise, since this has been going on, I went to Walmart the first weekend, and that's been it. Didn't really stock up. I actually went for my medicine. But anyhow, I'm sure this is every bit of a 15-20 minute video at this point, and this the COVID part may get thrown into a whole separate video. It might get botched up and you guys will wonder why, but I've been trying to keep things in one video and not overlap a bunch of stuff into one, but happened to sit down here and start thinking about it and doing it. So alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Don't be like all the crazies. And hopefully we'll see everybody after this, and hopefully catch you guys at some tractor shows this summer. I did not have a whole lot of stuff planned. In the spring was going to be hot and heavy here. In the summer was going to be more so the local tractor club stuff, and then we got in the fall. That's when it gets busy again. October is the mow-in. Nothing around the fair for once. Heater's about ready to kick on, so later guys.